Okay, y'all, it's Dave, and I just thought I'd drop you this video to give you some perspective on what it's like to live on the Black River in Georgetown, South Carolina during this season of abnormally, ferocious rains and floods. Typically, we turn this corner and walk down 3 flights of steps. 1, Children's Gate, then 2 more to our fixed dock. But obviously, there is no fixed dock. You can see where our fixed dock would be typically located. That rope swing that has the buoy tied on the end of it, our kids would jump off the corner of it and swing under the trees. Now those trees typically have about 10 to 12 feet under them for them to drop off of. So that water right there is really deep, and if you can listen, it's moving really fast. So as I pan back around in the opposite direction, oh yeah, there's our floating dock. It broke away yesterday. We have no idea where our fixed dock is, but there's our floating dock. The light pole here, the light is actually about 12 feet off the ground. So by where the water is hitting, it's probably about 8 feet deep the water is right there. Now here gives you some perspective. The water, where it's 8 feet deep right here, that tree is actually at the bottom of our upland property line. So that is typically on dry ground, this tree is. It's 8 feet underwater now. Where it really comes into play is on the other side of that wood clump, those trees right there. There's a row of houses that are built basically on grade at river level, and unfortunately each one of those houses are almost completely submerged under the Black River at this point in time. Tragic. The only reason I'm here videoing this is because we still have about a good 50-75 yards of upland bluff before we get to our house. Okay, so it looks like we are going to avoid the tragic situations that so many of our neighbors are dealing with right now, because we're fortunate enough to be on such an elevated piece of property. The only thing we have to be concerned about is the road situation. We have 6 outlet roads, 5 of which are closed right now, and the 6th one could close, which would mean basically this whole area known as Brown's Ferry on the west side of the Black River could be cut off at like one big island. We'd all be castaways on it without any access to any facilities, grocery stores, convenience stores, gas stations, or really anything. So this could get really interesting here over the next couple days because the river hasn't crested yet. Oh, there goes some trash. That looks like a piece of a dock. We counted 23 docks that have floated down the river so far today. So anyway, the river has not crested. It's probably risen about 5 feet today, because at the beginning of the day we could see the bottom of this flight of steps here at the kids' gate. Now we're all the way up that flight and starting to move up this next flight of steps. So hopefully we've only got a couple more days of rising waters, and then we too will have our crest here at the Browns Ferry in Georgetown, South Carolina.